Now joined by reporter Sarah Kimani. Thanks very much for being with us, Sarah. Let's first talk and dissect this state visit by Antony J. Blinken, who will be visiting Kenya, Nigeria and Senegal from next week, Monday. How is that visit that is coming being received not only by Kenyans, but the leadership in general of the country and those surrounding countries, of course, that he will be indeed visiting?
Well, in Kenya, he seems to be welcome because Kenya today just issued a travel advisory indicating that it has heightened security along its borders, especially because of what is happening in Sudan, but also what is happening in Ethiopia, and most recently conflict that has erupted in parts of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So his arrival in Kenya is seen as likely to increase diplomatic efforts to see a return to normalcy in Sudan and also in Ethiopia, and maybe to kickstart talks in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where conflict has started in the east.
President Kenyatta, as you pointed out, has indeed ordered security officials to increase vigilance on East African countries' borders following these heightened tensions. Is this common for the president to issue such directives?
No, not common. Usually such directives will come from the police or the Minister for Internal Security. But apart from him, this afternoon we've also seen Britain in its normal travel advisories issuing a travel advisory saying that citizens of Britain who are in Kenya should avoid going to the coast of Kenya in areas near the border with Somalia, that is the island of Lamu, but also on the border between Kenya and Somalia in the towns of Mandera, Garissa, and Wajir, where mostly there would be likely attacks from the Al-Shabaab militant group. Of course, they did not mention anything to do with Ethiopia, but last week the Kenya police issued a statement saying that it was watching the borders also because there is likely to be an influx of refugees entering the country from the borders of Ethiopia and Kenya.
Yeah. What is expected then from the Secretary of State, Blinken's visit? I mean, it's his first visit to the continent in his capacity, of course, as a diplomat. What are we expecting to come out of this? I mean, there have been so many talks about, getting peace, particularly in Sudan and Ethiopia, and one wonders, what's the difference? What difference would he make as Blinken, as Secretary of State, coming to these countries?
Well, he will be the senior-most U.S. official and indeed an international community official coming into the region at this time. So he will be seen as key in pushing for cessation of hostilities. Just last week, the special envoy for the U.S. to the Horn of Africa region did a diplomatic shuttle between Kenya, Addis Ababa, and he didn't seem to bear much fruit. So the presence of Blinken here in Nairobi is seen as likely to push, and he has said himself that there is a little window of opportunity to get the TPLF and the Ethiopian forces to stop fighting and to get down on the negotiations table.
Yeah, maybe we can wrap up our conversation with just getting some information from you, really, in terms of what the latest is in Sudan and Ethiopia. Throughout the week, we've been discussing, the issues in Ethiopia and the Tigray, in that part of Tigray, where there've been some problems, and of course some UN workers are being kidnapped and so forth. And one wonders if there is indeed any updates at this point that have reached you at this time.
Yes, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government says that the only way it will hold talks with the TPLF rebels is if they put down their arms, they recognize his government, and they also pull out of Amhara and the Afar regions, which are the latest towns that they have taken over. In Sudan, quite some developments there because the head of the military council, Burhan, saw himself in this afternoon, and so he takes over as a leader of the government of the Transitional Council. This even as the continued protest on the streets and demands that he steps down from power, and Prime Minister Hamdok takes back power of the Transitional Council, the leadership of the Transitional Council.
All right, Sarah Kimani, thanks very much for speaking to us. That's Sarah Kimani for us in Kenya. And of course, they are visiting, they're expecting the visit of Secretary of State, U.S. Antony J. Blinken, who are visiting Kenya, Nigeria, and Senegal from Monday. We'll certainly get more information from her from Monday.